Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where we need to deploy pretty much immediately here. And we have a pretty good amount of funds. We do not have the Annihilator back yet, but I kind of want to push up the difficulty a little bit. Like, I don't want to run something up here ideally. I would like to find a nice railgun turret to kill. That would be ideal. I mean, target acquisition and recovery down here is probably not that great. I mean, an 8 skull against the Lyrian Commonwealth. That's an option, I suppose. We actually don't have that many options to push up difficulty. Okay. Well, in that case, is there anything that might have turrets? No, there's nothing. Well, there's this capture base mission, a 7.5 skull. And it's against Comstar. Interesting. So that's going to be a lot of units. I would prefer not to have a lot of units. There's a destroy base mission here. Who's the op for here? Planetary government. Actually, this would be a good option. So we could run just straight down the middle. There's no free priority salvage here. So that should be reasonably fine. A destroy base mission at 8 skull might have a railgun. So we're leaving the Corsair at home, of course, and we are using the Boar's Head. Now, the Boar's Head definitely has some heat issues compared to how it used to be, but not a whole lot we can do about that at this exact moment. Let's go ahead and deploy this. We do have some under... That is to be expected. And we'll have the Annihilator back soon enough. But yeah, I think that our plan is going to be, if we run into a railgun turret, we're going to get the railgun ammo, assuming that we don't destroy it all. And that railgun, I'm pretty sure, is going to go on the Corsair. And then what's it going to replace? What indeed? Perhaps the Awesome? Yeah, perhaps the Awesome. I think that's what we would be looking at doing. The Awesome overall is slightly underwhelming, as it is right now. I'm liking the rework to the Madcat Mark II. It feels like it's not a huge amount of damage, right? But it has potential for through armors, and it's very good at crit fishing. So we softened him up with the Salamander, and then crit fish with the Madcat is the overall idea. But for now, of course, we need to investigate the facility and extract safely. We've just lost contact with one of our facilities, Commander, and we need your help. Earlier today, our facility here on Alula Australis received what they believed was a normal data transmission. It was badly garbled, and when they requested it be resent, they got no response. Shortly thereafter, the base systems began to malfunction, and then we lost contact with both the base and the synchronous satellites covering that region. We'd like you to investigate the facility. Okay, so we're going into an unknown situation without a map. Welcome.
Command interface initiated.
Slightly awkward. Yeah, there's a virus there. That's fine.
Hey,
slightly awkward spawn point here.
Swimming, anyone?
This would be a slightly better spawn point, I think. That said, I would prefer to, I think, spawn over here and climb this hill and attack from this angle. We do see turret emplacements. I'm guessing there are indeed turrets. Let's see what happens for... So we end up needing to destroy the facility, and of course we need to destroy the facility's defenders. Do we see any turrets? Yes. So that's a sniper artillery emplacement, an Arrow 4 turret. Okay, this is fairly irrelevant. We need to take a look at all of these turrets, though. Well, okay.
Wow, that was bad.
Took a hard hit there.
Who shot that?
Losing armor.
Oh boy, heavy hit there.
Did that come from the Apollo? No, that came from the sniper cannon turret. Okay. So we see a thumper turret, we see an Arrow 4 turret, a sniper cannon turret, and a sniper artillery emplacement. A lot of heat over here.
Good to go.
Our Salamander is going to move up over this way. I'd like to exit the fire. We're going to position here. And we're going to go for this sniper artillery emplacement, I think. It hasn't moved yet. So that will be our goal. It has 300 armor. Do we want to use AX rounds here? Honestly, yes. I want this sniper artillery emplacement gone as quickly as possible. Excellent.
One less turret.
So, they've got a laser AMS, perhaps on this Atlas III. Good to know.
What are your orders, Skipper?
Our longbow is going to move over here. And we are going to fire on one of these. Now, this guy already moved. We're probably going to end up going for the Thumper turret. And we're going to Warlord to boost our hit odds here. And the reason we're going for this one is because the hit odds are higher.
Now let's see how you handle this.
Once again, those laser AMSs. We got a structure exposure on it. So we made it all the way through that armor. Cool.
Awaiting orders.
Our awesome is going to move
On
up
the
here.
move.
And we're going to finish the job on this Thumper turret. Now, oh, we're actually not that high on the heat. Well, that's true. They did reduce the heat in AoEs. So that's playing in our favor right now. We're going to hit this Thumper turret, and we shouldn't need to Warlord it. Ooh, I was hoping that that would be a kill, but that laser AMS is going nuts. Absolutely nuts. The Marauder 2 moves up, fires on the Salamander. Gets some decent damage in there.
Reporting major armor loss.
That's fine for now.
Waiting for orders.
So the Mauler is going to move out over this way. I'm not that interested in hitting this guy with the Mauler. That's wildly overkill. We're going to go for the Sniper Cannon turret instead. Not the Thumper turret. There we go.
Firing on target.
Okay. The Atlas III moves now. And it goes for the awesome. And it does quite a bit of damage to the awesome, too.
Losing armor.
However, he set his radical heatsink to active, and he's overheated. The Cyclops moves up, also shoots at the awesome. Mostly misses, though. That's good. That's very good. Okay, that's painful.
Reporting heavy damage.
Sadly, the Thumper turret got to move before our artillery. This Arrow 4 is going to be the next one. Now, the Fafnir is going to sprint its way up over here.
Run, don't shoot. Got it.
The Fafnir is out of range of virtually everything here. So it's done for now.
Aye, aye.
The Madcat Mark II is going to make its way up over here.
On the move.
Now, we could go for the Sniper Cannon turret, or we could go for the Thumper turret. We can go for the Arrow 4 turret. I think the odds of destroying it before it moves are low. But we'll go for it. Wait, that was a Sniper Cannon turret. I'm dumb. I intended for that to be this turret. Okay, whatever. We destroyed it. I guess that's okay. So they're going to hit the awesome with the Arrow 4 here. That's a structure exposure on the awesome.
Internal structure damage.
Okay.
Took a hard hit there.
So next up is the Boar's Head.
That was a big hit.
Sadly, their turrets got to move before all of our artillery units. But we're going to, I think, fire on this Marauder 2 with our artillery.
Enemy structure is weakening.
Okay. So it's actually the Apollo over here with the laser AMS. Good to know.
Commander.
So our Bull Shark is going to move up over here, and we're going to hit this Marauder 2 as well. I'm going to boost the hit odds with Warlord, and I think we might fire this direct fire mode. Okay, that'll do. Next round, sadly they have a phase 23 mover instantly, this Apollo. We can't respond with our awesome. They could destroy our awesome here. And they're going for it. Luckily, they didn't get any internal damage
Taking
there.
heavy hits, Commander.
Okay. Next up is our Salamander, which is going to step up over here. We're still inside all of the fire, so heat is a concern. We could go for the kill on the Arrow 4 turret, and I think that's exactly what we're going to do. We are going to Warlord to boost these odds, which will in turn boost our damage to the Arrow 4 turret.
Locked on target.
Okay, structure exposure there. Perfect. So they have 2 Phase 18 movers. The Cyclops goes for that awesome. That's a fair amount of internal damage there.
I'm losing weapon systems.
We still can't respond to this. The longbow is going to move up over here.
Copy that, Commander.
It is this Atlas 3 that moves next. The awesome is going to take a lot of damage here. So what's in this arm? Heavy PPC, Clan LRM 20. Well, that sucks. Okay. That really, really sucks. Yeah, there's just nothing we can do about it. And the reason that that became a problem was because we couldn't fire our artillery until after all of their turrets fired, which was very sad. I would have targeted these turrets if it would have made a difference. But because it wouldn't have, I went after the more armor reduction. So we're going to go for this Arrow 4 turret, and I do expect that we destroy it here.
Enemy eliminated.
And now the awesome is going to take a lot of damage. It's going to hurt. Another double heatsink destruction, but shockingly,
My mech's coming apart around
the awesome
me.
is still okay.
Losing lots of armor.
We lost a couple double heat sinks and an ER medium laser. That's not a big deal.
Standing by.
So at this point, what are we going to do with the awesome? Well, honestly, we should turn rear arc. Facing away from them, like this.
Copy that.
Okay. And bracing isn't going to do anything in rear arc, but we're going to do it anyway. So phase 17, the Marauder moves up, goes for the rear arc on the awesome. Fully expected, but we have more armor on the rear arc at this point. So that's fine. Next up is going to be the Fafnir. The Fafnir is going to sprint in over here. Now, we do need to eliminate this Thumper turret before it moves. We're out of range of that, of course. We can fire on the Marauder 2 with just the MRMs, and that's the best we've got. So we pop the AMS on the Apollo.
Good to go.
Our Mauler is going to look to sprint somewhere. Honestly, we're going to go out over here.
Moving fast.
Okay. Next up, our Magcat is going to attempt to shield the awesome a little bit. We can't block both of these positions, but we can move up to here.
Full speed, no target.
And the Magcat is going for the kill on this Thumper turret. I don't think we need to fire the enhanced LRM-15s. We should be able to kill this pretty easily with the HA-20s.
Engage your target.
So there's all their artillery turrets gone.
Yes,
Next
Commander.
up, our Bull Shark is going to... Can we make it up there? No, we can't. Okay. We're just going to position here.
Confirmed.
And we're going to drop our Long Tom here. I'm not going to bother with dropping it in direct fire mode. But that's a solid hit. Okay.
Right here.
Next up is the Boar's Head, which is going to continue firing on that Apollo. There's a slight overheat, but we accept it.
It's go
Okay.
time.
I'm melting in here.
So next round, phase 27, we move first. It's the awesome. The awesome is going to sprint away.
Here we go.
There we go.
Orders.
The Fafnir is going to close in over here.
Location confirmed.
And the Fafnir, I think, definitely goes for the Apollo in this situation. We could stray shot. We'll Warlord to boost the odds. That's a whole lot of damage.
Target.
Excellent.
Yup.
So the longbow is going to move up here, and I think the longbow is going to look for the kill on the Apollo, unless hit odds are just phenomenally better somewhere else. 29%, 35 on that Atlas. It's the same as on the Atlas. Okay. So we're just going to fire the ELRMs here. and sink a little heat and go for the CT on this Apollo.
Here we go.
A Gyro XL crit there, but the Apollo's not dead.
Some nasty on that some
That's not shocking, considering how little we actually fired. The Salamander is going to move forward here. There's no point in sprinting. And we actually can't get into position to fire on anything over here except buildings. So we're just going to move up and sink heat.
Commander?
The Mauler is going to position up here.
Got it.
I think that the Mauler firing at the Apollo is overkill. So we're probably going to shoot at the Marauder 2 here. Yes. The Marauder 2 it is. Oh, that's a dead Marauder 2. Lethal damage. We hit the cockpit. That's
Gotcha.
very lucky. Okay.
Waiting for orders.
The Mark II is going to move up, and it's going to go for the kill on the Apollo. This should definitely be a kill. So we've got the Atlas and the, what's this guy? I can't remember what he is. Going for the Mauler. Okay, sure. The Mauler's fresh. This is fine.
Ooh, took a heavy hit there.
What is this guy again? A Cyclops. Right. Okay.
Yes,
So the Boar's Head is going to move up, and the question is, which of these do we hit with artillery? The Cyclops only has 800 armor, so it's definitely the Atlas. This is a large amount of overheat. We're going to, I think, not fire the LRM. And I think we're not going to fire the Arrow 4 either. I don't think firing the sniper artillery and shape charge is a good idea. So we'll do that. I think I fired the sniper artillery with shape charge and didn't notice previously. But okay, we're going to move up with the Bull Shark here. We're going to hit this guy with the Long Tom. We're, of course, not firing these two medium lasers. The rest of this, I think, is okay.
Taking the shot.
Okay, so we made him unsteady, but he is going to move basically instantly. No, he already moved. Never mind. This is the Cyclops that's moving. I was just assuming. Okay. So the Cyclops fires at the Mad Cat, and for now, the Mad Cat's armor is... The Mad Cat is unsteady, but it will get to move pretty soon. Okay. So our Salamander moves up over here.
Location confirmed.
And we are going to hit this Atlas super hard. In the side arc with AX rounds. Do it.
Confirmed.
Okay, so that's a structure exposure on that Atlas.
Target's taken a critical hit.
That's a huge amount of armor reduction. We're going to lob some LRMs at the Atlas in hopes that we get in here and get some crits. This is just crit fishing, but we'll see what happens. In fact, if we're just crit fishing, we're probably better off sinking our heat here and firing our enhanced LRM-15s.
Affirmative.
This also may result in a knockdown, and it did. So down goes the Atlas.
Receiving you.
The Fafnir is going to close in, and the Fafnir will likely get the kill. This is the weak side. That's not great hit odds, but it's okay, I guess. A lot of this is recoil, and we failed our sensor roll. Of course we did. Okay. That's still a lot of damage into that Atlas.
Critical hit, Commander.
Okay.
Watch my heat level.
Standing by.
So the Awesome, of course, is not in much of a position to do very much. We're out of LOS here, and that's perfect. We're going to fire our LRM-20 at this Atlas. I don't expect a lot of damage out of it. But we got a little bit.
Good to go.
Now, the Mauler is going to walk in here. The Mauler firing on the Atlas is probably overkill, but the hit odds are so much better that we're just going to go for it. And there we go. That was actually basically the exact right amount of kill. It wasn't overkill at all. Cool. So the Bull Shark is going to move up over here,
Move order confirmed.
and we're going to fire on this Cyclops. I would like to fire in direct fire mode, and we're going to not fire the LRM to sink some heat.
Confirmed.
That was a solid hit there.
Receiving you.
The Mad Cat Mark II is going to close in over here, get rid of its instability, and it will also fire on this Cyclops. Now, the armor here is not super weak, so we're not going to get a lot of crit fishing, I don't think, but this will be fine. We'll boost this up to listen kill.
Here it comes.
Okay, he's got some solid AMS. Good to know.
Standing by.
The Boar's Head is going to move up over here,
I'll try.
and we're going to fire on this Cyclops. Just like so. Maybe not just like so. Direct fire? Direct fire. We're going to Warlord. This is maybe going to result in a knockdown if we get direct hits here.
Locking in target.
They AMS'd the Arrow 4. In fact, they have AMS'd 100% of missiles that we've thrown at this Cyclops. Interesting. Are all of those ballistics AMSs? The Cyclops moves up, attacks the Mauler. Gets some damage.
I'm taking a pounding.
The Mauler's fine for now, though. And the Cyclops will die this round.
Awaiting orders.
So our Awesome is going to position over here.
Roger that.
And we're going to continue lobbing LRMs at this Cyclops. This is more crit fishing than anything, or baiting the ammo of the AMS.
Crap. No joy.
Confirmed.
Okay, so now the longbow is going to move up. The longbow doesn't have any heat right now. We're going to fire every missile we've got in an attempt to overwhelm their AMS before our salamander moves. We did get through there.
Ha! You like that?
They hit 54 out of those. But the salamander is going to move up now, and we're going to hit this Cyclops. Now, all we've got at this point is improved MRMs. And this is more of a crit fish than anything. Nice. That did very well. I think we did overwhelm his AMS there.
Ready.
The Fafnir will move in and likely finish the job here. We're going to have to not fire a UAC. Well, these hit odds aren't great, but we'll see. At the very least, it'll...
Report.
There we go. Fantastic.
Yes, Commander.
Now the Mad Cat will finish the job with its crit fishing. Definitely. And there we go. So now all we need to do is eliminate the base. So let's go ahead and do that. The Awesome is definitely going to take some time to repair, and we're going to have to manually refit sections of it.
Got it.
That
My heat.
didn't go well. We
Getting
hit
pretty
basically
high.
nothing there. The Boar's Head will move up over here. We're just going to drop the artillery in here for heat purposes.
Locking in target.
There we go.
Aye, aye.
And the Bull Shark is going to do the same
Moving
thing.
to position.
This is fine.
Firing on.
Okay.
Shot, Commander.
One building down.
Down.
Last that one.
And now we just need one more. So which of these is better? The medium military building. Okay.
Yes, Commander.
So the Awesome will move up over here.
Affirmative.
I can't believe that we only lost 2 double heat sinks and an ER medium laser in the Awesome. That was lucky. I'm not gonna lie. That was real lucky.
Method inbound, Commander. I'll meet you at the LZ.
Do we actually have to go to the LZ? Well, we can start sprinting over there.
No shooting.
But I'm
Just run.
guessing there's either going to be reinforcements or that at the end of this round the mission will end.
Waiting
One or the
for
other.
orders.
So we're going to move up over
Double
here
time.
with the Mauler
Commander.
and the Fafnir. We're just sinking the heat for now. And we will, of course, end our round fairly soon here.
On my way. Double time.
Okay. Everybody heading over this way. Who else do we need to move?
Right
The
here.
Boar's Head. Sounds good.
Accelerating to location.
Oh, no, we exit combat. Okay. So we actually do have to make our way over to the evac point. That does surprise me a little bit. Okay. Reinforcements. Gotcha. So we're going to make our way over this way. The Awesome is going to have to be positioned carefully.
Moving out.
How quickly do we think we can get through these? So we see a Crusader, a Valkyrie, a Shiltrin. That's not very frightening.
Standing by.
The Awesome for right now is going to dip up over here. Never mind. We are, at this point, going to reserve. Allow them to move. Okay. The Valkyrie backs off, fires rear arc at our Awesome. Did it penetrate the armor there, or was that a through armor? I think it managed to fire through... No, that had to be a through armor. Okay. Through armor crit there. And we need to be facing this direction. There we go.
Confirmed.
The longbow is going to move out over this way.
10-4.
And we want to fire on that Valk. These hit odds are minimal, but we'll take them.
Let's see what
The Valkyrie only has 550 armor after. We're going to reserve again. And we're going to allow... Okay, they have one more that we don't see. I didn't quite see what that was. The Bull Shark is going to move up over this way, most likely. Yeah, we're going to hit this Valkyrie. Excellent.
Target locked.
A good hit there. The Crusader is going to move now. I expect it to also go for the Awesome, but it went for the Salamander. Okay, so the Crusader is a good target for our direct fires.
Commander.
For now, the Awesome is going to move up over this way,
Roger that.
and we're going to Vigilance it. And we're going to pot shot off at this Crusader.
Roger that.
A little bit of damage there.
Standing by.
The Boar's Head is going to move up over this way, and we are continuing to drop artillery on this Valk. In artillery mode. There we go.
Locking in target.
No internal damage there, sadly.
Commander?
Our Mauler is going to close in over this way, and we're going to pot shot at this Crusader. Hit odds are surprisingly good. I wasn't expecting 44.7%, let alone 51.3%. And we hit one of those. Not bad.
Yes, Commander.
He has a pretty good damage reduction to him. The Fafnir is going to move up.
Let's move.
He's out of range.
Standing by.
Madcat Mark II is moving up. And we're going to continue to armor shred this Crusader. I would have preferred to move the Salamander first. I probably should have reserved, but we did get a structure exposure, and so the Salamander can probably just... It doesn't have AX anymore anyway, so the Salamander can move up here, fire its improved rounds, and the Salamander can take the crit fish roll. That's absolutely fine.
Firing on target.
And that's a dead Crusader. Beautiful.
Mech destroyed.
Okay, so phase 11, somebody we don't see. Okay. Round 10 is going to be our Awesome. For now, the Awesome is going to turn its back again.
Moving to position.
Embrace.
Ready to rock.
Our Longbow is going to step forward here.
I'm
We're going to fire on that Valk.
engaging target.
Was that a kill? That was a kill.
Tango is trash, Skipper.
Okay.
Commander.
So at this point, we're going to reserve now and hope that the Regent here moves in, or the Shiltrin.
Holding action, Commander.
Let's see what they do. Okay, here's the Regent. That's not ideal.
Waiting for
Okay.
orders.
So the Mauler is just going to sprint over this way for now.
Sprinting. Orders.
The Mad Cat is going to sprint up over this way. Now, it doesn't have a huge amount of ammo left, but it can fire on this Regent. That is actually a pretty devastating loadout that it's got if it gets a chance to shoot that. So we're going to try to take him out from indirect. And maybe we'll take out the Shiltrin with splash damage. That would be funny.
Standing by.
The Fafnir is going to sprint over this way as well.
Confirm.
If they peek their nose out, they will be met with a withering hail of fire, but they probably
confirmed.
won't.
Engaging target.
Nice long tom shot there, softening up the Regent.
Receiving you.
The Salamander is going to sprint on in. And the Boar's Head is, of course, going to drop its artillery as well.
Roger that.
Okay. So we'll see what the Shiltrin does. We don't see it still. Okay.
Awaiting orders.
The Awesome is going to remain exactly where it's at and stay braced.
Yup.
The longbow is going to fire on... maybe.
Skipper.
There we go. The longbow is going to fire on the Regent.
Firing.
Good amount of armor shred there.
Commander.
Madcat Mark II is moving up, and it's going to armor shred the Regent as well.
Affirmative.
Cool.
Good to go.
The Regent is definitely running low on armor. We're going to move up with our Mauler
Yes, Commander.
and our Fafnir.
Going full throttle.
Right
The
here.
Boar's Head is going to drop additional artillery. We're going to be running out of ammo eventually.
Copy.
Okay. Sounds
I'm
good.
nothing in here.
The Bull Shark, same story.
Affirmative. Target confirmed.
So the Regent is down below half
Waiting for
armor
order.
at this point. The Salamander is going to continue to move up.
Got it.
And let's see what they do. This is the Regent here. It backs off a little bit. We don't know where that Shiltrin is yet. We know that there's a Shiltrin, but we don't know where it's moved to.
Standing by.
It dropped off our radar. So the Awesome's going to remain where it's at. The Salamander is going to sprint up this hill a bit, or to the base of the hill anyway.
Confirmed.
The Longbow is going to continue to drop enhanced LRMs on that. Wait, that's the Shiltrin. Okay. Well,
Heat gauge
I
is
guess
getting pretty high.
I didn't see the Regent there. Okay, so they're kind of close.
go.
The Fafnir is going to move over. Well, it really can't be up here. It's going to move over here.
On my way.
Okay.
Yes, Commander.
The Madcat Mark II is going to continue to close in. We want to hit that Regent, not the Shiltrin, at this moment. So we're going to continue to hit this guy. That's our last round of LRMs.
I'm out of long-range missiles.
Indeed you are.
Waiting for orders.
The Mauler is going to continue to close in over this way, or maybe it's going to back off over here, because it kind of looks like that Shiltrin might be thinking about peeking its head out over here, which would be amazing. We'd be very happy with that. We're going to continue hitting the Regent. Its armor is getting very low.
Yes, Commander.
We're going to not fire the LRM-20 this time for heat.
Here we
Oh, that's the
go.
Shiltrin. Okay. Well, I guess that's fine.
What? The heat.
That's twice that I did that. But the Regent moves up. It doesn't fire, but that's very close to an LOS. Let's see what the Shiltrin does. Backs off through the fire. It's over here. Okay.
Standing by.
So the Salamander. Can we get an LOS here? No. But we can sprint up over this way. And so we shall.
Standing by.
The Awesome does have ammo left. So we're going to move the Awesome up over here. And fire on that Regent. Okay.
Skipper.
The Longbow is going to do the same, continuing to hit the Regent. We're going to have to not fire... Okay, this is awkward. We're almost out of standard LRMs. FTL is almost certainly going to miss here. We're going to Warlord to try to boost the odds of the FTL, but it's probably going to miss.
Target.
Or it hits and just kills the
Target
Regent.
down, Commander.
That works too.
Long-range missiles are out.
So, at this point, I want to reserve until the Shiltrin moves.
Holding. Roger
Unless
that.
it already
Standing
moved
by.
this round. Which it
Holding
may
for
have.
its Tactical advantage.
Nope, there we go.
Standing by.
I want it to come back, but it didn't.
Waiting
Okay.
for orders.
So the Fafnir is going to sprint its way over this way. It's in kind of a bad position.
Ready for orders.
The Madcat Mark II is going to come over here as well.
Confirmed.
We don't currently have anything on that Shiltrin.
Commander.
So the Mauler is going to chill over here.
Awaiting orders.
The Bull Shark is just going to brace and sink
That'll
heat.
keep my heat down.
The Boar's Head is going to do the same. Okay, so
Yup.
our primary goal right now is to move the Salamander. And we want to move the Salamander up over here.
On my way. Double time.
I was hoping that we would get eyes on. We do not, but we're going to reserve now until the Shiltrin moves.
Waiting for the right move.
Any moment now, Mr. Chiltron. There we go. Where are you going? Nowhere. Okay. Well,
Good to go.
in that case, everybody's just going to brace.
Orders.
We're not going to get LOS, so that's fine.
Commander?
And we've
What are
still
your
got the
orders,
longbow here to sink heat.
Affirmative, Commander.
Cool.
Roger that.
There we go. Okay,
Let's do this.
so the salamander is going to continue to sprint in over here.
Roger. Full speed.
And there's the Chiltron. We're not in LOS to fire with the salamander,
Receiving you.
sadly.
On it.
These guys are not going to do anything of note.
Yes, Commander.
The bull shark is going to drop artillery on the
Affirmative.
Chiltron. Not a great shot there, but it's okay.
Waiting for orders.
The mauler is going to just chill over
On my
here.
way.
Aye, aye.
And the awesome is going to brace. Nothing to be done there, really.
Keeping my heat low.
The longbow, it could fire FTL missiles, I suppose. We're probably going to miss, and this is going to be the last FTL missiles. But it's also the last enemy. Yeah, we do miss. As expected. The Chiltron will die next round, so
My
that's
LRMs
okay.
are out.
The boar's head is going to fire artillery on the Chiltron as well. Good.
Receiving.
And the Madcat Mark II may as well move up. It doesn't do anything, really. Okay. So he backs off a little further.
Good to go.
The Salamander is going to sprint up here and get rear arc on this
Let's
Chiltron. Finish him.
Locked on gear on.
There we go. Well, that took a little longer than I had hoped. Those reinforcements were slightly annoying, but not too bad. And like I said, we got really lucky with the damage pattern on that awesome. That could have been far, far worse. As it is, the awesome is going to take a while to repair. But it shouldn't be that bad, all things considered. It should be okay. It's going to be fairly expensive. I'm thinking probably 300,000 C-bills. But it could have been way, way worse, for sure. We got a little lucky there. So we could get ourselves a Clan Gauss HA40 or an improved HGR. We have two of those already. I'm going to take the HA40. And what else? Engine heatsink +2 is actually quite good, but we do have two of those. Gyro XL. We'll take that. Cool. We also got a sniper artillery. We don't have one of those in stock. Beagle Probe, we've got two of them. Case, we'll get rid of that. A Clan Artemis 4, we'll keep that around. And some small jump jets and some Gauss ammo. Okay, sounds good. So I'm not expecting huge costs to repair. The awesome is going to take, I think, probably like a similar amount of time to the Annihilator. The Mauler is going to be a fairly hefty repair time as well. Maybe about... And of course, we're going to have to replace the 3 lost components in the awesome as well. So we'll have to remember to do that. And I'll do that before we're done with this episode. It is past time to put a cut in here, so once we have those refits underway, I will go ahead and do that. While we're waiting for Yang's estimate, you can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and that's actually a little cheaper than I expected. Excellent. Good job, Yang. So go ahead and get started on that, but we need to go into the barracks immediately. Or not the barracks, what am I doing? We need to go into the mech bay immediately. And we need to stop the work on the awesome. So that will be this guy here. Yep, go ahead and stop that work. Only 100,000 on the awesome. That's really lucky, actually. But we need to refit this manually, and that is fine. So we'll just hit the repair all button. And then the max armor button. Cool. And then we need 2 double heat sinks, which we should have plenty of those. Oh yeah. 2 double heat sinks over here, and an ER medium laser. Do we have an ER medium laser? I think we do. Let's see here. Yeah, we've got a clan ER medium laser that we can put in there. Sounds good. So we'll go ahead and do that. 114,000 C-bills. Not too bad. And with that, it is time for that cut to go in. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. 20 days, so it is comparable to the Annihilator. Sounds good. Next episode, we're going to get these repairs mostly done, I think. Mostly done. And I was just going to do the outro again, but then I was like, hang on a moment. I've already done this. So I will just say, I will see you all next time.